Well, as the great Dean Martin famously sang, when the moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie, that's amore. And as our Foodie Friday team of Mike and Julian say, they have fallen in love with the newest Italian spot in Salisbury, Vino Garden. Here's a look at their visit.
Welcome to another episode of Foodie Friday. This week we're in Salisbury at Vino Garden, a place that's promising great Italian food that'll make you feel like you're eating at home. Let's go check them out. After years of success owning Cactus Taverna, Imad Abu-Ahmadeh is trying his hand at Italian, bringing Vino Garden to Salisbury.
We don't have a nice Italian sit-down restaurant and just like true Italian food, you know. So definitely the need is out there for it.
But he's not doing this alone. Handling the cooking is Andrew Gold, a chef brought in from New York who is whipping up dishes that you can tell are made with love.
People always said about me is they say I'm like the Jewish grandmother type of cooking. I'm like the knowing that they never had, you know?
For us, they made 3 dishes, starting us off with their burrata appetizer, which features burrata cheese over a roasted eggplant with baby heirloom tomatoes and a fresh olive oil drizzle. The burrata's so creamy, the eggplant's so fresh. It's just a very light dish. It's something that's a really good appetizer to start off a good night, a good meal. That's a perfect start right there. That's very tasty. From burrata, we moved on to the pasta. For us, Vino Garden made their chicken marsala with fettuccine. Chef Andrew using 3 types of mushrooms and a good marsala wine to create a dish that really just tastes like home. That is light, delicious. That is perfectly well done. My best friend growing up was Italian, and that tastes like going to his house. Which is partially what they're selling here at Vino Garden. Food that transports you.
As much as I like to hear delicious, good, tastes great, I'm about memories. I'm about history, going back. Where does it bring you? It transforms you to another time, another place. And as good as everything we had before was, they may have saved the best for last. With a rack of lamb crusted in rosemary and panko breadcrumbs and served with a port wine reduction for just a kick of acidity at the end. The lamb cooked to a beautiful medium rare, but yet was so easy to cut through that I could use a butter knife. So, as we say on Foodie Friday, downtown delicious right there. That is a beautifully cooked piece of lamb. In fact, the dish was so good, I even had to go back after I thought we were done filming to snag just a few more bites. This time, no fork or knife needed. But I wasn't the only one. Our foodie photog Mike got in on the action too. First, enjoying the lamb.
The texture and the flavors are just so satisfying. It is a lollipop.
And then going back for some spring asparagus that Chef Andrew served us underneath the rack of lamb that I absolutely loved, and clearly so did Mike.
I grew up eating asparagus out of a can. Once I actually had asparagus made properly, I could never go back. That's just a thing of beauty.
So if you're wondering on whether or not to stop in at Vino Garden in Salisbury, take our word for it. The feeling you get eating there, well, simply put, that's amore.
Man, how can you not be hungry after watching that? That looks delicious. And if you'd like to try out Vino Garden in Salisbury, they're located at 1210 Nanticoke Road. And of course, if you go, let them know you saw them on Foodie Friday.